Hello and welcome to Newsline. Coming up, the latest on the New Zealand oil spill, an investigation into police integrity and why student unions are celebrating. Plus, all the latest in sport and weather.
The Gillard government has much to celebrate today after its controversial carbon tax legislation passed through the House of Representatives. Labor won the vote on Clean Energy Future Bill 74 to 72, with the support of Greens MP Adam Bandt and key independents Tony Windsor and Rob Oakeshott. The carbon tax is now nearly certain to start next July and is expected to cut 160 million tonnes of carbon from the atmosphere by 2020.
Ombudsman George Brower has launched an attack on the Office of Police Integrity over its surveillance, tracking and phone tapping of former Deputy Police Commissioner Ken Jones. The 20-page report questions the motives behind former Chief Commissioner Simon Overland when he complained about Sir Ken to the Office of Police Integrity. The investigation was triggered by a complaint alleging Sir Ken was a source of a leak about the death of crime figure Carl Williams.
Starting next year, universities will charge students an annual compulsory fee of $260 to support advocacy, clubs and sport. Student groups and universities are welcoming the change, which overturns the Howard government's abolition of mandatory student unionism.
As New Zealand faces the biggest environmental accident in its history, up to 70 containers from New Zealand ship Rena have fallen into the ocean. Rena's captain faces a $10,000 fine and a possible 12 months in jail. The ship has been leaking hundreds of tonnes of oil, which is washing up on Tauranga Beach.
Occupy Wall Street, a New York movement aimed at promoting fairness and stamping out corporate greed, has gone global. America's continuing economic crisis is adding fuel to the fire, with thousands of people taking up the cause, marching through cities and protesting at the doorsteps of the nation's richest people. This Saturday, 1,270 cities are taking part in a global day of protest.
Detectives have identified the body of a 55-year-old man found dead in Geelong last night. Mark Scarini, the manager of a seafood business in Geelong, was expected at a meeting but never showed, raising the alarm. Mr. Scarini's body was found in a burnt-out Mazda in a car park in Geelong South. The death is being treated as suspicious. And now to sport with Natalie Yanidis.
Thanks, Taylor. First to Trade Week, and Collingwood has secured the services of Irishman Marty Clark for season 2012. The Pies traded pick 25 to GWS in return for Clark, youngster Jamie Elliott and pick 67. Clark played 46 games for Collingwood before returning to Ireland after the 2009 season. Meanwhile, rumours are circulating that Western Bulldogs forward Josh Hill could be heading to the West Coast Eagles. Hill is out of favour with the Bulldogs after playing just one game in 2010. To soccer now, and the Socceroos remain on track to qualify for the 2014 Brazil World Cup after defeating Oman last night. An early goal from striker Brett Holman set the team on their way to a 3-0 victory in front of a home crowd at ANZ Stadium. The win puts the Socceroos at the top of their group with 3 games left to play in the qualifying stages. And that's all in sport.
Thanks, Natalie. To weather, and the skies remained partly cloudy today, with isolated showers over some parts of the southern and eastern suburbs. Melbourne saw a top of 18 and Geelong had a maximum of 17. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and is expected to reach a top of 22 in the city and 20 in Geelong.
And that's all we have time for. I hope you can join the Newsline team again tomorrow. Have a great evening.